up, Talkin Fight fans? Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of the Knuckle Up Knockout of the Week with yours truly, Mike Orr, and my friend today, Jay. Yes, do we not have some good ones going on this weekend? Some great knockouts for these people to hear about. And then we're going to pick our winner, which is very deserving of it. You know what it is, man. Jay, thanks for coming and joining me, brother.
Oh, man, anytime. I just been on a road 3 days in a row with these shows, loving it. Thank you for having me once again. And let's start it out.
Man, the first one we're going to talk about, obviously, Ramirez, Commey. Big fight, man. Definitely one for the weekend, one to talk about. Some huge action in it for sure. Definitely. I liked it. Some vicious body shots, man, right from the beginning. Ending it up with nasty shots here. Talk about it for a minute. I'll be right back, brother.
Oh, no, yeah. So, ever since the beginning of the matchup, since the first quarter, they were both throwing bombs at each other, hitting those vicious body shots, especially Jose Carlos Ramirez. He was hitting Commey in the body. And like I said on the previous show, since the first round, Commey was hurt. And the fight was so exciting because they were both throwing for the fences. It just all depended on who landed first. And most of the time it was Jose Carlos Ramirez landing those body shots, but nobody could ever not, count Commey out because Commey was also swinging for the fences and he hurt Ramirez several times, and which Ramirez ended up, towards the end of the fight, he ended up hitting Richard Commey, with a vicious body shot that Commey went down on one knee. And, the ref counted to 10, and he decided not to stand up. He must have been hurt.
Definitely. He wasn't having any more of that, man. You know what it was? It was late into the fight, and I don't think he could take it anymore. That's all it was. He was getting those shots right from the beginning. In the end, it grazed that liver. That's all it had to do. And, it was enough. He had enough. He went down, couldn't survive the count. What a great knockout. Good finish. Body shot win. Love it. Next one we got to talk about. The Ituma, Moses Ituma. This kid, looking to make a name in that, big division. And right now he's upset that he's finished all of his guys inside like a minute. He wants to step up, man. He wants some good competition. He's now moving from 4 rounds to 6. Maybe that'll give him some better competition in the future. But definitely another under minute win for this guy. Big shot, huge knockout. Definitely doing what we expected him to do. Did you get a chance to watch that one?
No, I didn't get a chance to watch that one. It was on a program that I didn't have access to. But at the same time, I could talk about 4-minute rounds real quick. When you have those 4-minute rounds, that's all you have. It's not like you're going 10 to 12 rounds that you got ample time to pick and find your shot. You go in those 4 minutes, you're throwing, you have to get those guys out because you cannot leave it to the referees, to dictate who's going to win. So in 4 rounds, it's kind of hard. You can go ahead and win 2 rounds. The opponent win 2 rounds. And next thing you know, you got a decision, a draw. So, you pretty much see in those, in the sub 10 fighters, them having a lot of knockouts because they have to go out there swinging.
The stream's a little chubby. Oh, there, you're back. We got you. We lost you for half a second.
Yeah. The stream on this side, it's a little choppy. Not sure what's going on, but
okay. We still got you. That's all that matters. It's good. All right. So, guys, Moses Ituma, the real deal. You know what it is. Guys, be on the lookout for this guy for sure. He's he means business, man. He's looking to make a name. The kid's only 18 years old, 2 vicious knockouts in his career so far. He's looking to make a statement in that big division, man. And definitely he is doing that for sure. Can't wait to see him. He's returning on the Joe Joyce undercard, so be on the lookout for him there. We got to talk about the buzzer beater. Rubalcaba's buzzer beater shots. Did you see this one?
Hey, you cannot be saved by the bell. So
No.
even if it's that last second you get punched and you get knocked out, you're still gonna get that 10 count. If you don't stand up, guess what? TKO, baby.
That's it. Effective jab, controlling Cardenas right out of the right off the hop. First half a minute left to the body that hurt Cardenas, and seconds later another left to the body. Down he went into his corner, saying something to them. Taking the count off the referee, and man, definitely another vicious body shot, friggin' knockout, man. It's just one of those weekends, I guess, where the body's getting punished, and it definitely was getting punished, man. So honestly, we got to talk about the new kid, man, the Japanese kid on the block, Subaru Murata, taking on Negrete. Huge, man. What a lead left that just put him on his butt. This kid, he is, he's got power in that small division. What can I say other than that? These Japanese guys. He's 4-0 right now with 4 KOs. Super bantam. Only 26 years old, and it's that southpaw stance. Just he opened him up, man. 147 of round number 1, and that big left just put him down. He was able to stand up before the 8, but let's be real, he was walking up a set of stairs that didn't even exist. So
he almost looked like he had a couple drinks.
Exactly.
So yeah, it was beautiful foot placement. First of all, beautiful foot placement, and he just came straight over the top with that right hand and just put him on his bump. So it was a great knockout. Like I said before on the previous show, I would love to see more of Murata, and hopefully we get to see him soon. In the next card.
I think so. I think we're going to see a lot of this kid, man. He's definitely going to be fast tracked. He's from that Tekken gym over in Japan. They've been around there for a long time. Early 1900s, producing 30-something world champions. Definitely a force to be reckoned with in the boxing community, man. Don't sleep on Japan, guys. Heavy hitters, small guys. Big power. That's what we love. We got to touch base on the other one, Muratella. This is a big one. We talked about this earlier, Jay. What were your thoughts on the Muratella and Galindo fight?
Well, so that very first knockdown, which Murata, he's been only knocked down twice in his whole career. He started off slow, walking into the ring without a break of sweat on his body, and to just basically start off the first few rounds just studying his opponent. Ended up getting clipped and knocked on his butt. But the funny thing is, the commentators kept saying, talking about Galini, is it? Galini, his little devil.
Galindo or something
something like that. So they kept talking about that devil tattoo he had on right on top of his liver. And that's basically X marks the spot.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, I think he caught on to that. He started throwing those vicious body shots. He is with the Robert Garcia stable. So I do know from watching many years of boxing, Robert Garcia always teaches his fighters to work the body, in which that was something that was lacking in the first few rounds. But after that second half of the fight, he started tattooing different colors on that little devil next to his to his liver. So yeah, as he kept tattooing them. Next thing you know, he in the late rounds, I believe it was the ninth round, was it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. So I believe it was the ninth round. He was able to just knock him down. The kid just didn't want to get back up.
240 in the ninth round.
Yeah.
That was a big shot, man. Galindo down from body punch round 4 and round 9, counted out from it round 9. Like I said, must have been the weekend of the body shots, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to our man Carl from Last Belt Boxing, dropping some comments. His name is not Connor, it was Cody Crawley, and he did win by majority decision. against Ramos. So yeah, be on the lookout for him, Carl. A Canadian in the UK, brother. That's it. So yes, these are all the knockouts that we talked about, man. But our winner, man, it is Ramirez over Commey, the body shot KO, vicious. Pure punishment, man. You can see by the end of it that late shot to the liver, it just grazed it. It didn't have to do much more than that, man. It was already really beaten up from the beginning of the fight right to the end. And you know what? Very deserving of the knuckle up knockout of the week, man. So shout out to our man Jose Ramirez for his KO body shot against Richard Commey. You are our knuckle up knockout of the week, brother. Yes. Jay,
Awesome.
it was deserving, right?
It was very much so deserving. He came off of a year layoff, I believe, to take on this fight. He took on a warrior in Richard Commey. This is a guy that does not quit. Even if he's hurt, he's trying to win. He always had a puncher's chance. So he just couldn't get back up. Couldn't get back up. So well deserving to Ramirez for putting up with Commey the whole fight, because it was a tough fight for him as well. And I think that once I'm off of here, I might go ahead and watch it again because it was that good.
Definitely. And when we're off of here, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna drop the links to all the highlight videos that of the knockouts that we talked about today for all the viewers to watch. So it's all in one place. So you guys don't have to do that work, man, because we already did it. So you know what? It is it's the end of our show, man. It's we got to get ready for next week, same time, same place. You know what it is, new knockouts. Jay, thanks for joining me. If you can join me next week, that'd be great, man. We'd love to have you on again. Definitely help me break down these fights. It's going to be great. Carl, thank you for dropping all the comments, man. It's always a blast. Check out Carl, man. Last Bell Boxing, Thursdays, for the fans, by the fans. You know what it is. To all the Knuckle Up fans, Talkin Fight fans around the world, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of the Knockout of the Week. We will see you next week. Same time, same channel, new knockouts.
All right.